Hey everybody, KC here. So, for a long time on Morning Newsbeat, we've actually had this construct that there is data, right? And there's a lot of data out there. There's actionable data, and there's a lot of actionable data out there. But what there isn't so much is people, companies that act on actionable data. I mean really act on it. I mean really drill down on it to make sure that everybody gets, targeted promotional information, advertising information, to make sure that, somebody who's an Orthodox Jew never gets an advertisement for pork or ham. Somebody who does not eat gluten never gets an advertisement for bread. Somebody who's an alcoholic doesn't get advertisements for alcohol. That kind of stuff. People and companies that actually look at the data and really try to examine who people are, what they're buying, what they're shopping for, and sort of cater to them in a very, very specific way. Well, it's interesting. Axios has a piece in which they point out that, there's a lot of legislative and regulatory attention being paid to how companies are getting just a lot of information off the internet. They're buying information, they're buying lists, and then they're using those lists to sort of send out promotions and lots of pitch emails to people. I don't know about you, I get emails all the time. I have no idea how I get on these people's lists, and it's a full-time job to almost eliminate my name and email address from them. And I always worry about doing it to a certain extent because I feel like I'm telling them there's a heartbeat here. But as more legislative and regulatory attention is paid, and sometimes some of the social media companies are going to start not making data accessible to companies simply because they want to stop the regulators from coming after them. A lot of the stuff that's been out there that have allowed businesses to sort of, just sweep, use a very large broom in terms of gathering information and disseminating promotions and ads and things like that and emails, that may not be available to the same degree. So that what we might start to see is companies doing a better job of actually reaching out to customers, talking to them, listening to them, and using their information in a sophisticated and nuanced kind of way. And what that suggests to me is that the companies that don't do that are going to be at a severe disadvantage. Right? So listen, if you have data and if you have actionable data, it is time to start acting on it. Because if you don't, well, the competition may do a better job with their data, and then you're going to be at a competitive disadvantage. And these days, a competitive disadvantage, that can lead to short-term problems and a long-term obsolescence. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.